Let's see what I win here. Golden key. I think it's gonna be in the box that it showed. Ah, nope. Didn't get it. Paper done right away. So I just wasted 36 sim cash. Now I'm kind of pissed off. Typically what I do when I first start playing, here's another offer. Boom, $9.99. I can go to the donut shop, and now I'm gonna go to the furniture store and find out what I need. I'm gonna make metal really quick. Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, good. See, now I got lucky. I'm gonna invest 7,000 simoleons, and I'm gonna get that running. So now I can go to the Omega Research Center and load it into the pod of the Omega. I'm just gonna hit collect. And then you want that? No.
Garage Junk Review.
Mic check 1 2. This is Garage Junk Review, and I'm just going to do a playthrough of SimCity BuildIt. And some of you might remember I mentioned that I was working on a documentary about this game, SimCity BuildIt. So I thought it would be only fair before I release the documentary that I just do kind of a walkthrough playthrough, even though I largely stopped playing this game. I wanted to make sure that I showed all the good parts of the game and the parts that I enjoy, but kind of play through and give real examples and show real examples of the things that I say in my documentary when I release it. I don't think that the whole game is necessarily bad. The game hits you like right away with a bunch of offers if you haven't logged in a while. I logged in before this and it was just boom boom, like 3 offers in a row trying to get me to buy stuff, and obviously I'm not going to. I never do, so I'm gonna say no. Here's another offer. Boom, $9.99 wants me to do all this, and look, they're pushing for me to buy this offer, the Omega offer, because it comes with the dozer exhaust, the dozer wheels, and the bulldozer blades, and that's what you need to expand. So the game, the developers, the game makers, they already know that you need these things in order to advance, but these things are highly difficult to come by. You know, at a certain point in the game, it's hard to amass everything you need to expand, and I go over that in my documentary, but just for the purposes of this video, it's just really, I'm gonna do a playthrough. But already I'm getting offers right away trying to get me to spend money in order to play the game, or in order to advance at a reasonable speed. When you're a free player and you're just trying to play for free and you don't spend your money, it's extremely painstakingly slow, and the game definitely tests your patience. Typically what I do when I first start playing, I like to get a train going, so that's what I'm going to do, is just get one of the trains going here. And then what I like to do is hit all these thought bubbles, and sometimes when you hit those, you'll get a free item, and sometimes it's an item you need, sometimes it's not. And then I check on my stores and just see, okay, what are we building here? My hardware store, I have a couple of shovels being made, a spatula, and there's a reason why those particular items are being made. It's because I need them to upgrade the buildings. So for example, the 2 shovels I'm making those 2 shovels because I need 2 shovels to upgrade this building right here. I'm also going to need to get some chairs. So in order to upgrade just this building one time, I need to make 2 shovels, and I need to produce a chair in the other factory, and I need to produce some leek and lemons from the farmer's market. So watch. I'll collect my taxes. I go to the farmer's market and I can make a couple of leeks and lemons, but I'm not going to do that just yet because I believe I needed to make something else that required seeds. So first I'm going to check to see what else I needed. that required seeds, and I think it was this, the flower bag. Yeah. So I need to make a flower bag. And I need to make more seeds, and I need to make more paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to make some paper. And then good. It's going to ask me if I want to watch an ad to instantly produce the paper, which is good because normally the paper takes like hours to produce. So I'm going to
like you lost your cool out of nowhere.
I'm going to watch the ad.
But it can happen to anyone.
Basically, I don't really like watching the ads because they're really annoying usually. But this one, you know, it's actually at least a different one that I haven't seen, so it didn't bother me as much. Okay, so since I watched that ad, it's finished the paper instantly instead of me having to wait. But watch, if I were to just, you know, usually it would take almost 3 hours to make that paper, but it does give me the ad option. For example, if I made 2 more pieces of paper, then it would cost me 36 sim cash each to get the paper done right away. And I actually didn't mean to do that. So I just wasted 36 sim cash just to make that stupid piece of paper. Now I'm kind of pissed off because I accidentally touched it. Anyway, point is, the game tries to prey on your impatience to create these things fast. Now, I did not need to spend, but see how it costs 52 sim cash to make that glass? Either that or you wait 5 hours. Anyway, I don't really care about SimCash. I hardly ever use it, but I am kind of frustrated because I just wasted 36 SimCash to make a piece of paper, which I really didn't need to do. I accidentally tapped the collect button. I did not mean to do that. Anyway, now I can go to the donut shop. See, what I want to do is I want to make a bread roll, because eventually I want to make a ice cream sandwich because I can make a lot of money off those. The whole point of me using the paper is because I wanted to make more of those, so I need seeds. So obviously I just made seeds at this factory. Because I'm going to use those seeds, I'm going to make 3 more seeds. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to make another bag of flour, and then I'm going to make some leek and lemons. And then now I kind of have some more things that I need. So now I'm going to focus on making that chair. And now I'm going to go to the furniture store and find out what I need. And what I need is a couple of pieces of wood. Well, I already had those made because I knew that I would need them. And so I'm going to make some more wood and a couple more pieces of plastic. No, I don't care if those are made instantly. See, sometimes it's not worth it to watch the ads because they're extremely annoying, they're time consuming, and if the item only takes a few minutes to make anyway, like these ones, and I'm not worried about it. It's only when they take hours to make when the ads are worth watching. And even then, still not worth watching in my opinion. I have those being made. I just made a donut. I needed 2 donuts for something, and I can't remember exactly what. Now I can actually... I need to make something else, and I can't remember where it is. Where did I need the wood, and why? Oh yeah, to make a chair. So now I have the chair, and I think I can make 2 of them. So I'll just do that. There is something else that needs that blanket thing, but I'm not sure where. There it is. Oh, he wants 6 of these. So I can make 3,000, almost 4,000 simoleon coins if I make 6 of these blankets. But the thing is, you go to the store where you make these blankets, and it takes 2 pieces of paper and a measuring tape to make each of them. So as you can see, it already takes a long time to make the paper, sort of a long time to make the tape measures, and then you have to make 6 of these just to get 3,000 coins. And I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it. Like, this is This is not, the game encourages you to do these tasks, but I'm not going to make 5 of those because then I have to go here to my factory and I have to make 5 things of this paper. I could probably load up the factory and watch an ad and they'll all be made all at once, but I don't want to risk jamming up my factory if it doesn't give me that option. Like if it doesn't tell me, because sometimes it does like, hey, watch this ad and automatically complete all your items. I would like to make those 3,000 simoleons, but the thing is, I don't even have enough tape measures, so I would need more metal. I'm gonna make metal really quick. The metal only takes 2 minutes, or no, it actually takes less than that. It takes only like a minute to make the metal. And then once the metal is done, then I can watch this ad, try to get an item. I'm hoping to get the key, the golden key, or maybe a better item.
Ever feel like you lost your cool out of nowhere?
And I'll just turn down the commercials. I don't care about it. All right, let's see what I win. Let's see what I win here. Golden key. I think it's gonna be in the box that it showed. Nope, didn't get it. But you know what? 900 simoleon coins is also okay. It's not bad. It's been like 3 times in a row where I've had the magic box game and I have not gotten the golden key like all 3 times. It's it's so annoying if you pick the wrong box. Okay, now I have metal. I think I needed it to make... I already have the chair. What did I need it for? Oh, tape measure, that's right. So I'll make another tape measure. Let's see if I can get this 3,777 simoleons or whatever they're trying to sell it for. Let's just go for that because it's something to do. But also I want to focus on upgrading the buildings because I can make money from that too. I'm not going to get 5 more pieces of paper though. That's the thing. That would take 5 hours. So unless I do this, let's try it. Let's see. Okay, good. See, now I got lucky. I loaded up my factory and I made the paper and then it asked me if I want to instantly complete them to watch an ad. Well, okay, great. Let's do it. It's extremely annoying. Okay. So now I got this papers made instantly. And you only get so many of those per day, so don't bank on being able to watch an ad and instantly finish your factories. That only happens for like the first 4 times that you do it, for maybe 4 or 5 times. Then the game won't do that for maybe another 24-hour period. So now that I have the paper, I can make those blankets. I have 7 pieces of paper now, but it costs 2 and 1 to make them. That seems kind of steep. I could speed up production. I might as well. No, I'm gonna save those tokens for when I do the epic project because I want to try to complete the epic project. This is an Omega building. It needs like crazy, like random items that I don't have. What I need to do to get those items is I need to drop 7,000 simoleon coins into my research lab. And then after my lab creates a vial of the Omega material, then I need to go here and load it to try to make a random amount of items that I have no idea what I'm going to get. I'm going to develop some Omega stuff. So in case you guys haven't done this, the Omega buildings, if you have them, I'm going to invest 7,000 simoleons and I'm going to get that running. And what it does is in about an hour and a half, it'll produce a canister of this Omega stuff, And then after that develops, then I put that canister in one of these slots and then dump it into the Omega Lab, the research center. And then after it's done in the research center, then that Omega canister will produce several different items for potentially my Omega building, which is right here. Hopefully it will produce the random items that I need to upgrade this building. And you can see on the left side, there's these pink kitty looking things that I need 3 of those. And obviously I don't have any. And then there's this other Omega item that I need 1. And then I have 1 Omega rocket and I need another one to finish that. I have been coming over here to the Neo Mall to see if anything's available, but it hasn't changed since the last time I checked it. I've already purchased 3 of the items and it refreshes in 42 minutes, but so far nobody's been putting anything for sale over here. So I just kind of have to develop inside of my Omega Lab and then wait for it to process in the research center and just randomly hope, just like everything else in this game, all the chance stuff. I mean, aside from the factories where you can intentionally make certain things to fulfill whatever requirement you need to upgrade or build, these things in the Omega Lab, it's just completely random. So it's just like the magic crate game or the magic boxes that you open. You have no idea what items you're going to get from investing that 7,000 simoleons. So I could either get some good things or it's just going to be a bunch of nonsense items that I don't need. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of this game is just a big guessing game. My neobank has a new capacity of 8,000, but now I actually spent a lot of it, so I'll be able to collect some more Neo simoleons, I guess is what they call them. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's gonna take a while it's gonna take a while for that to be done. So I'm not gonna be able to show that until like another couple hours. The Omega laboratory. So if I go to the Omega laboratory, that canister is finally done. That was finally done. And so now I can go to the Omega Research Center and load it into the pod. It's gonna take an hour for that to be done. So what I'll do is I'll just pause it and come back once it's done. I'm gonna click the Omega Research Center and then you see how it says that it's ready, the canister of the Omega. I'm just gonna hit collect and it produced 3 items for me. The regular canisters are just gonna produce random other items, like random regular items. Wow, okay, so I really needed those 2 chairs for some reason. So that's lame. That's really lame because I can make those chairs in another factory. So that's the only thing of value that I've gotten is that item there. And it's even questionable if that was worth it. So I basically paid 7,000 simoleons just to make that. So that definitely wasn't worth it. I'm not selling my dozer exhausts. Yeah, buddy, I'm not selling my dozer exhausts. And then you want that? No. So when I make the analogy that this game is like gambling, like a casino, that is why, because everything's left to chance in a lot of these things. There's not a lot of decision makings that I can do that really affects my ability to advance in the game. For example, like I want to expand a couple of these areas, but I still need to gather anywhere from 3 to 4 more items from the bulldozer expansion items, or fork over the sim cache to bypass needing those items. But if you play for free, you can already see I only have 32 sim cache. Even so, that would only allow me to unlock one expansion if I wanted to spend all my sim cache. And it takes a long time to gather sim cache in this game if you don't buy it. To expand this area, you need 8 of these items each. And then this one's 7. And then this one is 6. My best chance is this one, which is only 5. But I still need to get 2 more dozer wheels and 2 more dozer blades. And then, 6 to expand this area, and then 8 to expand that area. But either way, for me to progress in the game, I need to gather those items or fork over the sim cache. And what the game banks on is that you're not going to have enough patience to collect these items, and that you're just going to cave in and spend the sim cache. And then in order to get more sim cache, you have to go buy more, and it could cost anywhere from $5 all the way to $100, depending on how much sim cache do you want. Obviously, $99 is not worth it, and neither is $5 if you want my opinion.
Thanks for watching another Garage Junk Review video. If you want to see more like this one, consider giving it a like and leave a comment down below. Also, to support this channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to get future updates. Be sure to check out part 2 of this series by clicking on the thumbnail that will be available right now.